Well, things are starting to make a lot of sense in the world of golf and upsetting a lot of people along the way. We're talking Ryder Cup 2025 at Bethpage. A lot of news hitting the streets right now. As always, this platform, two-way street, your comments are valuable. We want to know your thoughts, not just my thoughts, your thoughts. Put them down below. Here's the thing. The people in charge of everything, they watch this, they read the comments. They do, because they want to know what you're thinking. So this is a great platform to put your thoughts down below, because they're getting out there. And because of you all, it's what it is. So thank you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. Appreciate the support. Now, there was a lot of uproar about the ticket prices of the 2025 Ryder Cup at Bethpage. Like $750 ticket prices for tournament day rounds, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like literally double from the last one. So it's crazy. That's a lot of money. Would you pay $750? Now, before you just say no, they're sold out. The whole Ryder Cup sold out. So regardless of whether you would pay it or not, all the tickets are gone. My guess is a lot of corporate money is buying the tickets to hand out to clients, people. I'm sure there's a lot of that, as well as a lot of people in the area who love the Ryder Cup. Like if you had an opportunity to go one of the days, $750, you and your buddies, it might be worth it. That's a lot of money though for one day. So I want to know first, would you pay, or what would you pay to go to the Ryder Cup? Now the practice rounds and the other days are like, those are like $350. So you might be able to get one of those, but now that it's sold out, go figure when we get close to the actual day of the Ryder Cup, I wonder what those are going to go for. They're going to go for thousands of dollars. Thousands. And I'm sure people will be scalping those. You'll be able to get your hands on those. Another outrage that came up during this was the amount volunteers have to pay. $350 to volunteer. Now, I get that volunteering is a privilege and honor. Let me just say this. The volunteers at Augusta National there's a huge waiting list. And you can't just get yourself on a waiting list at Augusta National. You have to literally be invited by somebody who's in. So that's how that is. And those guys, you have to buy your own uniforms to wear, and you have to find a place to stay. I know people that are volunteering. It costs them like literally like 10 grand, $8,000 to $10,000 for the week for lodging, food, like everything. But they do get to play Augusta National like a month after the tournament. So they get a day on course. So what would you pay to play Augusta National? I guess you would pay a lot. So I wasn't personally too outraged at the volunteer price. I was like, $350, okay, I'd do it. I'd do it for that. That's a no-brainer for me. And you're buying your uniforms that you get to keep. So jacket, pants, shirts, whatever you're going to wear throughout the day, different hats, just uniforms for the week. So that's fine. I had no problem personally with that. But now, just announced the U.S. players are going to be receiving $400,000 each to play in the Ryder Cup. What do you think of that? They've never been paid before. There was a whole controversy with Patrick Cantlay not willing to wear a hat. People speculated that was because he wasn't being sponsored and wasn't being paid to wear the logo, so he wasn't going to wear it. Now, they later came out this past year and said, look, that wasn't true. The hat just didn't fit him right. He has, whatever. He doesn't want to wear a funny-looking hat. I know. Whatever. Some people have a weird shaped head. Hats don't look good, or only specific style of hats. Whatever. Put the hat on. Like, who cares? So that's what that was about. But now they're going to be paid. This, in my opinion, opens up a whole new can of worms because, okay, the Americans get paid. Well, what about the Europeans? They don't get paid? Well, that's on their, crew, their people to decide whether or not they want to pay them. Well, now we know, I guess, why the ticket prices were so high and why the volunteers have to pay so much money. It's because the players are now going to get paid. Again, there's more cans of worms this opens too. Because let's say you're Scotty Scheffler. Now, I wouldn't anticipate Scotty would ever say anything like this. But let's just say, for example, Scotty Scheffler is the top guy. And then you got the last guy who's a captain's pick. That guy gets 400 grand and the number one guy gets 400 grand. So if I'm the number one guy, you could argue he might think, why does that guy get as much as me? He barely made the team. He's just a captain's pick. He didn't even earn his way in. So why should he get paid the same amount as me? Or another side of the coin is, well, hey, I got this many points, so shouldn't I get more money than you? You got 400 grand and got 0 points. You lost every match. Why do you get the same amount of money as me? It could open up that whole can of worms, which could create a whole different type of division amongst the American team, which, based on past Ryder Cup experiences, there's been, that might be the reason why we can't seem to win. But again, what do you think this will do with the money? Is it good? Should they get paid? Should they not get paid? I personally think, no, it's an honor. It's a privilege. There should be no money. It should be the purest form of golf where, look, other things are paid. Your lodging is paid for. Your flights over there are paid for. All your clothing and everything, it's all paid for. So you make tons of money already. Why do you need this? Why can't you earn your way in? And then again, it creates a whole new dynamic of when money is involved, okay, that's when people kind of get weird and weird things start happening. The more money that gets thrown in, the more opportunity there is for corruption, for payoffs, for you name it. Now, I'm not saying any of that's going to happen. However, it does happen in many other avenues, areas of life. So it might not happen in 2025, but down the road, who knows what could happen? The money could just be a way that leads people down the path of corruption. So I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about the money aspect of paying players, because then what do? Do you pay them? Do they get paid when they go play in the Olympics? Is that another pay-for-play situation? Why should I go? I don't get any money. Then again, like, if it is money, okay, again, why should I go? Why? Okay, there's $400,000 for Ryder Cup, but I could go do this and make $500,000. So I'm going to go do that instead. So if it's a money deal, other things might be worth more. And if it's no money, then it's all about honor, prestige, your country, your team. So I think, what happened? Why all of a sudden do you get paid? Somebody did something. And I don't know. It's, in my opinion, a bad move. It's a bad look. It's only going to make it worse. Your thoughts below. Thanks for listening. We're hot on the story. See you next time.